Hello, all you business partners out there who are thinking about coming in here to Washington, D.C. As you can see, there's a big building in my background, which is part of the St. Elizabeth campus at St. Elizabeth Hospital. And that building is rather old and dilapidated, and it might get rehabbed, it might get torn down as part of the development taking place right here where I'm at in southeast Washington, D.C., in the Congress Heights neighborhood. And as you come here to D.C., I want to welcome you, but I also want to let you know something about your neighbors. Beyond that building is MLK Jr. Avenue, on the other side of which is the rest of the St. Elizabeth campus. Now, on that side of the road, Homeland Security is coming in very soon, and on this side of MLK Avenue, this part is city-owned, and the city is talking with companies like Microsoft and some inkjet manufacturer about setting up here, and they're really trying to draw you into the city, and we don't want to scare you away, but we do want to let you know about your neighbors that are here, about the homeless. There is a shelter right here, the St. Elizabeth Shelter, also known as 801 East, or the MLK Jr. Shelter, and this shelter holds about 400 homeless people.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, what's up?
Steve, man. I just want to reiterate what Eric was saying, in that your neighbors, when you come to D.C., and we do welcome you here in the Washington metropolitan area, we definitely welcome you. But what we want you to know is who your neighbors are. And your neighbors are some 400 homeless men that live right here on the St. Elizabeth campus. Now, when you come here, there's a lot of things that's going to have to be done. You have to go through renovations. You're going to have to do some, what do you call it? You have to tear down some stuff, demolition. You're going to have to do some demolition, some refurbishing of buildings. Why can't we utilize these guys here to do some of that work? It's low-skilled labor, you know. But what we're always trying to do here at Streets, we're trying to take the homeless from homelessness to self-sufficiency. And that would be a good way of introducing yourself to your neighbors and putting them to work. And also, it would go a great ways into building up the image of the homeless to the citizens of Congress Heights. So please consider coming to DC. We welcome you, but outside of the pitch that the city administrators, the mayor, and everybody is making to get you here, I'm telling you as a homeless advocate here in the city that we welcome you, but we'd like to be part of it. So include us in your plans.
And I have to add that here in southeast Washington, D.C., the poor folk down here have a real serious gripe with the broader community because, for example, there was a church that did some affordable housing development, and even though they're located in a poor neighborhood, they never made certain that the poor people who that housing would benefit got some of those jobs. And furthermore, DC is being gentrified big time. And we don't want you to gentrify. We don't want you to push out the poor people. We want you to involve the poor people and to give them jobs and to really help them grow beyond homelessness and to better their lives.
They're the best workers that you'll find in this city, right here on the properties of 801 St. Elizabeth. Thank you and God bless.